Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is a specific message for someone. This is not going to be for everybody, or it will be for you. Maybe just not right now, maybe in the future. Let's get into it, okay? You're going to have a lot of people that is going to be a bit jealous of your love connection, okay? God is sending in your true love. You have been in alignment with your true love. You have healed from your old ways, your old way of thinking, old people that you were dating, talking to, dealing with, and now God has brought in a new love, okay? Some of you are already in this new loving connection, and some of you, this is coming within the next couple of months, okay? So you need to get your house in order, get your body in order, get yourself together, because you need to be a wife before you are a wife. You need to be a husband before you are a husband, all right? Especially with this type of connection, this is God sent, all right? So you need to be on your best behavior. You need to be acting in the way that you would want your husband to act, or acting in the way that you would want your wife to act. You get what I'm saying? Understand that when you two do get into a connection, because this will prevail, this will work out. It's already written in the stars for you two to come together, okay? You have been through your shit with your past. They have been through their shit with their past. Both of you have healed enough. God has written a new soul contract for you two to be together, okay? Your ancestors are excited. Their ancestors are excited, okay? Because now God can continue to do what he wants to do on earth through you guys, all right? So you will be the example of what love is, all right? There's not going to be a lot of relationships that have an example of what true love is, but guess what? Yours will be the example. And with this example comes a lot of haters, okay? And you might have some of them haters that is close to you or once was close to you, all right? When I say get yourself in order, this means get the haters away from you, okay? You need to go down the line and understand who's a supporter, who's really a hater. Oh, excuse me, y'all, because when you get in this connection, you don't need them haters trying to pop out and tell you what to do and what not to do. Okay, you don't want nobody trying to dictate your life and your relationship, okay, because they might feel like, oh, this is so new. Oh, don't you want to take extra time? Oh, are you sure about this person? Oh, is this person trying to use you? Oh, what's going on with this person? Get the naysayers out your ear, okay? You are going to be able to identify who these people are, okay? You might even already identify these people in your mind as soon as you heard what I just said, all right? If you know or have a little ounce or an inch of feeling that this person will be that person that I'm speaking about, get them away from you just a little bit, okay? Push them to the side a little bit. Maybe not go to them for advice, okay? Because if you're always going to them for advice, when you get into this relationship and you're not going to them for advice, they're going to say you're switched up, you changed. So how about you start doing that now? You start distancing yourself from this person now, so that by the time you get into the relationship, they can't say nothing. You already been distanced, okay? Because some people are going to want to dictate your life when it comes to this relationship, because why? They want to sabotage it, okay? A lot of them are either just coming out of breakups or in a breakup situation. They're still healing, but they're not really healing, okay? So this might trigger them, okay? Seeing you happy and in love or talking about a new relationship, a new person, it may trigger them, okay? And you're going to be able to see exactly how they feel about you, how they truly think about you, okay? Which is actually a good thing, because then you're able to really cut them off the way that you need to. But you don't want to wait too late to where you're in a relationship with this person, this new person that God done sent, and they got they hands all up in it, and they're in your head, they're in your mind telling you not to do this or telling you to do this and telling you to do that. You want to make sure that you got a good headspace where you're able to identify, which way somebody is coming. Okay, so that when they do try to come that way, you can guard it up and let them know, listen. I appreciate you. You made my boy for whatever. You've been my homegirl for whatever. But I am going to listen to God and follow my heart when it comes to this situation. Just like that. You could clear them out just like that, saying, listen, I'm going to follow my heart when this situation happens, because this is where my heart is leading me to. Stand on what it is. Stand on your relationship. Stand on how you feel with this person, because some of these people are actually testing you, okay? They want to see, do you really care about this person? Do you really love this person to actually stand up for this person? Because these people are people that you've known for years. So they feel like, well, if this person don't speak up or stand up against me, and I know them for years, they don't really love or care about this person. I could dictate this relationship. I could tell them what to do, and they're going to listen to me. So you need to set that straight right then and there. Listen, I know you for years. I know you've been my boy, but this is going to be my woman. If this is going to be my soon-to-be wife, or this is going to be my soon-to-be husband. So trust me, you're not like, I can't be, you know what I'm saying? Just put people in the placements that they belong, okay? You probably have people in positions that they were meant to be in, maybe for when you were breaking up, okay? You guys were bonding because you both went through a heartbreak and y'all were able to talk about how boys ain't shit or girls ain't shit together. But now that you have actually healed because you really do want a woman or you really do want a man, God knows your heart, and now God has set you up to be in a real union. Okay, you cannot still be kicking it with the same people that you was talking about boys ain't shit and girls ain't shit with. Okay, I hope y'all catch that. All right. You need to be getting more towards people that understand true love and know what love is and know how to go with the flow of love, because if you're listening to the wrong people, they can definitely make you fumble this. And I said in my last video, if you fumble this, baby, you might not be with nobody else for the rest of your life. Okay, you might just die single because this is already written in the stars that this is your person, you are their person, and that's that. Okay, so if you let anybody come between this, God will definitely be mad at you, and he may punish you to the point where you will always have to settle and you won't be happy for the rest of your life. Okay, so that might look different for so many different people, you know what I'm saying? But we not getting on into what the settlement might look like. Okay, God is trying to give you your heart's desires and answer your dreams and prayers and all of that. Do not let nobody trick you out your spot. All right, because some people are very much still hurt by what they've been through to the point where they believe all women are like that, or they believe all men are like that. Stay away from those people, because you're going to learn quickly when you get into this relationship that all women are not like your ex. All men are not like your ex, okay? You're going to learn quickly that some people really do care about you and they really do mean it, okay? You're going to learn quickly that love is an action. You're not about to just say you love me all day. No, somebody is going to prove and show you that they love you, because they're going to show up every day, all right? So you cannot be around the people that are still in that low vibrational mindset of everybody the same. Everybody gonna do you the same. I did this, and this, and it ain't gonna work. It is not going to work, okay? I'm getting that you are going to have to separate from some friends, okay? This is definitely for masculines, all right? I'm getting that masculines, you are going to have to separate from some friends, because you have a lot of friends around you who have been in relationships that actually hurt them, but because they're not mature enough to say that they've been hurt, they just say all women ain't shit, or this she gonna cheat, or this is gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they know about your situation with a past relationship and maybe it didn't work out right. They would try to say, oh, this person is just like that one. Oh, watch out, because she might do da-da-da, and you cannot have that in your ear, because now you're going to be treating your person wrong, even if you didn't want to, okay? Because somebody just put that in your ear. Now you got an attitude, or now you're doing something different because now this is how you're feeling, all because of what someone else said. And that means that the enemy is winning. But I want you to understand me when I say this clearly. You do not want to fumble this opportunity, because you will die settling, okay? You will get into a relationship with someone that you're not really happy about, you're not really in love with, okay? You may or may not have kids, whatever it is, but it's not going to be the happy ending that you have been dreaming and asking God for, because you fumbled that relationship because you didn't get rid of these friends, okay? So-called friends, all right? In this time, especially if, like I said, you need to be prepared to be a wife before you are a wife. You need to be prepared to be a husband before you are a husband. If your friend group is not giving husband and wifey material, you can't be around them, okay? Girls, you can't be around your girlfriends that was out in the streets, the hoes, okay? You entering into a real loving relationship with a partner, you got to get rid of those friends, okay? You can't be outside in the streets with those same friends. Find some better friends. Find some friends that know how to sit the fuck down. Find some friends that know how to handle their liquor. Find some friends that got a job, a career, so y'all can have things to talk about at dinner and not other people. Find some friends that is in relationships and marriages, okay? So you're inspired and you're always talking about love, okay? So that you got somewhere to be at home. You can't be out all night and day, okay? And men, same thing. Get around people that understand what a love and a relationship is, understand what a wife is and what a wife requires, because if you're around the wrong friends that you was with when you were single, baby, it ain't going to work, and you're going to fumble this relationship. You're going to fumble this relationship, okay? I don't care what nobody say. You cannot be single in a relationship. You cannot be single in a marriage. You got to be fully committed to your marriage and to your commitment. Also, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want God getting me. Okay, and that should be on your conscience. Okay, you should always be thinking on your conscience, like, I hope that I'm doing right. I want to be doing right for God. Okay, I want God to be pleased with me. I want God to be happy with me. Okay, so it's not even really just about the partner. It's about God. Okay, you got to answer to God. So make sure that you're ready and you're doing everything that you need to be doing, just so that when God asks you questions, you're able to answer them correctly. Okay. Also, so yeah, that's really what the message is that Some of the men, masculines, you're going to have to clear house, okay? You're going to have to just, maybe not just completely cut people off, because you might not even be that type of masculine, you know? Maybe you've known these people for a while, so you don't just want to cut them off. That's cool. That's cool. Just push them to the side a bit. Just stop asking them for their opinion. Stop going to them for advice, because they can't help you with the advice that you need right now, okay? You need to get advice from people that are in happy unions, that know about love, that know about God, okay? People that can actually guide you into the light, okay? And not into the darkness, all right? And this is why I said it's nothing like you can keep them around because you feel like those are your homeboys. You don't want to feel like that person where you get into a relationship, you cut everybody off. Cool, I understand you. But you still don't need to be sugar coochie crunch with these people anyway. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be some distance, because again, these people are single. They're still hurt. They're still dealing with their own pain, and you don't want their pain to rub off on you. If you're in a happy union with someone, why would you even be around stuff that's full of pain? Why? You're in a happy union. You don't have no second thoughts or guessing about your partner. Your partner's doing everything that you need them to do. You getting around this person, now you starting to feel weird. Why? Why are you letting someone else make you feel weird or doubtful about your connection when you know you feel how you feel about this person? When you know this person feel how they feel about you? When there's active communication, when this person shows up, when this person is proving and showing you that they actually do love you, they're not just saying it. Why would you let someone else persuade you or get you away from that? Okay, and that's all the enemy's plot and goal is to get you away from this blessing, because this is a big blessing. This is something that you've been asking God for. This is something that you've been preparing for, okay? All these relationships that you were in, even if it wasn't all, okay, you could have been in one big relationship, all right, that you felt it just tore you down. You learned so much with it. It wasn't in vain. Don't piss God off. Don't let God put you in a new loving relationship where you're supposed to be, and then you fumble it because you're still thinking about the pain and whatever you went through with that relationship. No, use this partner that you're with now to be able to heal from that, and understand that this person is not going to treat you like the last person. Understand that you have passed the test, so you're not even going to be getting treated the way that you did in the past. Okay, maybe you were low vibrational then. Maybe you were all about your ego then. Maybe you were all about what you wanted and what you needed. Okay, you have went through a whole 360 where now God is able to send in the right person for you, because you're going to know how to take care of it. Okay, so prove to God that you know how to take care of it. It's like God is giving you a diamond, and this diamond has been in the rough. Okay, because your partner, they have been through some things just like you've been through some things. But God is giving you this diamond who's been in the rough, and he's like, I need you to take care of this thing. And it's up to you to really take care of this thing. When God come asking you questions, you don't need to start talking about somebody else like Adam did with Eve. God said, Adam, I told you not to, I gave you the instructions not to eat from the apple. Adam went straight blaming Eve. God don't want to hear that. Men ain't been taking accountability since Adam and Eve, babe. Okay? It's not about that. He set this to you. He gave this to you. He's telling you to protect and watch this. He don't want to hear that somebody else took it out your hand. He don't want to hear that you let this person play with it and then they did it. No, God is coming to you, okay? God came to Adam because he gave the assignment to Adam. He gave the order to Adam. And the first thing Adam had to say was something about Eve. Don't be like that, because now you're going to be punished. And they both was punished because of that. All right. So don't be deceived. Understand that God is going to come to you. He's not going to want to hear that your friend persuaded you, or your friend made you do this, or your friend made you do that. He's going to be like, I gave you this diamond, and this is what you've always wanted. This is what you've been saying that you wanted. I gave you something that you always wanted, and you did not take care of it. What is this about? He don't want to hear how, well, God, you know, my brother came and was telling me this, and this happened, and then my mom, or she said that. God don't want to hear that. Okay, he needs you to put your big boy pants on, or your big girl panties on, and stand on this, okay? And fight for this love, because this is the love that he has blessed you with. All right? And there is going to be haters. There's going to be a hater wherever you go. You guys can go out to dinner, you're going to see a hater. You're going to go to a park, you're going to see a hater, because people are just not used to seeing real love. And they're going to see the love radiating, okay? Radiating, Lord Jesus. They're going to see the love, okay? It's going to be so big. It's going to be on you. It's going to be on your partner. You guys are going to be lovey-dovey, okay? God is bringing back that lovey-dovey love, okay? That the new generations need to see. They seeing a lot of fighting and arguing. They not seeing hugs and kisses and dancing in the kitchen while your mama is making some breakfast for the family or some dinner for the family. Okay, so God is changing things around. He's bringing new love in that has him in it, because this fake love that the devil was doing, experimenting with, it ain't right. So now God is bringing in the real thing, and he needs you to identify that this is the real thing, and do not let nobody trick you out of your spot. Because again, masculines, this is specifically for masculines. Okay, because I know how masculines, you be with your friends for years and years and years, and bros before hoes. Understand what a hoe is and what a girl is or a woman is. You having that agenda or that mindset, bros before hoes, you're going to trick yourself out your spot of being a husband or just being in a very serious, long commitment. Okay, make sure you're smart enough to identify who's a hoe and who's a wife, because you don't want to treat your wife like a hoe. Because one thing about a wife, she has character. She's very confident. So she's not going to go for that. And again, you don't want to get tricked out of this spot where you disrespect your wife so much to the point where she's like, God, this ain't the one for me. This ain't going to be able to work. Because now you're going to be lost without her, and God is going to give her a replacement. God will build someone else to give her a replacement. So you don't want to give that bad vibe. You don't want to even start that. You want to be fresh. You want to be serious. You want to be open. You want to just be gone with the flow. You don't want people to be controlling what you're saying, what you're doing. You need to let God move through y'all connection. Okay? And continue to move through y'all connection, because it's really a God relationship. Okay, for some of you, this relationship is ordained by God. God put it together. For some of you, you don't even know how you even met your person. It happened all fast or unexpectedly. It's because God put it together. Yes, it's because God put it together. Okay, so don't let no man try to separate it. Okay, what God put together can't no man separate. But you better make sure that nobody's separating, and don't even let them be close to the separation. You get what I'm saying? Don't even let nobody have no hands or think that they could even give a thought or a suggestion to break up what God is putting together. Okay? Put your friends in their place. Put your family members in their place. That's it. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot or tell you about your girl when you know your girl. That's another one. You know your woman's soul. You know their spirit. Don't let nobody lie and get in your ear and make you think that they're doing something or acting something else when you know them. Because you're going to know this person. This person is going to know you. They're going to know you better than a lot of people. And you might have these friends that feel like they've known you all your life, but they don't know you. They knew you. Whew, the burps as I'm ending. They knew you, but they don't know the new restored you. They don't know the you that has God in it. Okay, a lot of people know us when we're of the dark, when we're karmic. When we're doing this and doing this, when we having fun with different partners and we're not serious, we're non-committal, people know us then. But when you start to straighten up your life and you want to get serious about your finances, about your career, about just your love life, about having a wife or having a husband or just being in a long-term committed relationship, some people don't know you. Some people don't know you. And they wish you'll go back to the old you because that's the one that they know. They know you then. But when you become to elevate in your life, when God is calling you to elevation in your life, pay attention to the people that feel like they don't know you anymore. Pay attention to the people that feel like you're leaving them behind or you don't have time to talk to them or hang with them anymore. These are the people that you need to watch out for when God sends in your blessing. I don't care if it's a new job. You still need to watch them. Even if it could be a love connection, or it could be a new job. It could be some money. You could win the lottery tomorrow. You still need to watch these folks. You get what I'm saying? Because the elevation that is coming from God is going to trigger something in them anyway. People that are triggered are usually people that have not healed or who are not healing. Okay, they could still be in victimized energy where they still feel like the victim. They still feel like, oh, I did so much for this person. Oh, this person did this. They took this from me. Dang, I did it. Being around them is going to jeopardize everything that God has set for you. And that's going to suck really bad because you've been crying and asking God for this. So God is literally giving you what you've been crying and asking him for. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Okay? Get your friends in order. I love you, and I'll catch you on my next video. Bye.